We now call upon the Right Honorable Dr. Denzil Douglas, Prime Minister of St. Kitts-Nevis, to officially begin to start the construction of the Park Hyatt St. Kitts. Thank you.
I want to thank Elena for being a wonderful host so far, an excellent Madam Master of Ceremonies. May I, of course, Your Excellency, Sir Edmund Lawrence, our Governor General of St. Kitts-Nevis, be allowed to recognize others who I believe are most deserving of recognition. And so I recognize our own Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Earl Assim Martin, the Honorable Curtis Martin, the Speaker of our National Assembly, and of course the Honorable Richard Skerritt, our hard-working Minister of Tourism and International Transport. We also have here, of course, our Cabinet Secretary, Mr. Joseph Edmead, a number of other permanent secretaries, in particular, Mrs. Pemberton, Cheryl Ann Pemberton, the head of our Citizenship Investment Unit, and her husband, and a number of ambassadors, Your Excellencies, our ambassadors, Miguel from the Republic of China, and of course, our own local ambassador, Ambassador Hazel, who is in charge of Skipper here in St. Kitts-Nevis. And I must also recognize Mr. Mohammed Assyria of the range development and others who are part of his team. And of course, our representative who's come in from the Hyatt Hotels, Mr. Pat Pakulen, and others, of course, who are here and who deserve our recognition. Let us give them all a tremendous round of applause as I bid you good afternoon and welcome you in my own way to the site of the new Park Hyatt St. Kitts. Welcome indeed to this ceremony, which notes and further enlivens the collaboration between your government, the government of St. Kitts-Nevis, the owners of Christophe Harbour, Range Development, and Park Hyatt to transform Banana Bay from a beautiful part of St. Kitts that has lied dormant for some time to a beautiful part of St. Kitts that generates employment, that will be a joint venture, and which will be having other business opportunities for Kittitians and Nevisians. Of course, a beautiful part of St. Kitts that will increase revenue flows to the federal treasury and expand the number of exquisite global offerings that Park Hyatt will be able to present to its discerning patrons. But most of all, the decision, of course, to establish a Park Hyatt hotel here in St. Kitts is in keeping also with our government's commitment to expand the number of high-end resorts and boutique hotels on our island, and in fact on our two islands, and only enhance the Federation's appeal to stay-over travelers, but more importantly, to ensure that the stay-over visitors traveling to St. Kitts-Nevis would be able to have the type of overall impact that we are seeking here in our Federation. Ladies and gentlemen, we here in St. Kitts-Nevis know that certain dry descriptions and statistics, like smallest nation in the Western Hemisphere. 100 square miles, 50,000 inhabitants. They all belie the wonder that we have long known to be our reality, a reality with discerning travelers, which discerning travelers and investors have now come to know quite well. As I explained when describing this symbiotic relationship between St. Kitts, Christophe Harbour, Range Development and Park Hyatt almost 1 year ago today, each party to this collaboration brings a wealth of positives to the table. I do not wish to seem to be abandoning the need for humility here this afternoon. But it is also true that the natural topography of St. Kitts makes it virtually and visually quite exquisite. From the majestic blue-green mountains dominating the center ridge of our island to the countless pretty peat hills that characterize this southeast peninsula with its many bays, beaches, and breathtaking vistas, and which holds so much history of our own country. And as I also said 1 year ago, we had no hand in creating the island's beauty. And so for that, I should say, we really should claim no particular credit. Where we have had a direct hand, however, I reminded us 1 year ago, and where we can claim responsibility is in the type of country that is indeed St. Kitts-Nevis of today. And this has had a direct bearing on the type of investor with whom we have partnered to date, and the exquisite development that will emerge right here in the months and, of course, in the years ahead. Our having had compulsory free education from kindergarten up to and including high school for almost 50 years now, for example, has a direct bearing on the caliber of employees, the caliber of service providers, and business partners to be found here in St. Kitts-Nevis. And this was from the start a key component in Labour government's long-range planning. In addition, our emphasis on computer proficiency nationwide, our having allocated thousands of acres of sugar lands to our local farmers in order to strengthen the natural symbiosis between tourism and agriculture, and the overall stability which we have so carefully managed over the years, all combine to make St. Kitts-Nevis an ideal partner for discerning investors, both at home and also abroad. Range Development, as we know, is an emerging leading real estate developer with a global presence, operating in niche markets far beyond our shores here in St. Kitts-Nevis. Their mission is the creation of ultra-luxury resorts in areas of exquisite natural beauty, and as they themselves will tell you, they are known for their luxurious settings, extraordinary architecture, and exceptional service, their primary objective, of course, being to provide investors access to exceptional real estate developments in spite of challenging market conditions. But at the same time, the name Park Hyatt is synonymous the world over with very highest standards and a meticulous, unfailing attention to great detail. Elegance and luxury is what you get at Park Hyatt goes one of their quotations. In light of the vision of our government, as has been presented by our own Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Wickes Kerrit, therefore, and in light of his skill at leveraging the unique attributes of St. Kitts to benefit those of us who live here, this collaboration between Range Development, the developers of Christophe Harbour, Park Hyatt, and St. Kitts really represents a very good marriage indeed. And so, ladies and gentlemen, together, all of us in our beautiful, progressive St. Kitts-Nevis have created a stable, high-income country with a very long tradition of parliamentary democracy. The government's skilled management of the economy in this period of global volatility and turbulence has been duly and widely noted, leading to an even further strengthening of our already positive relations with the international financial community, which has reiterated time and time again its confidence in our country, in our economy, in the people, and in the government of St. Kitts and Nevis. And so when in 1995 we embarked on a massive program of infrastructural expansion in the areas of air and seaports, in the area of telecommunications, roads, airlift, and so on, we did so with the specific goal of positioning our St. Kitts to attract the type of investors and the type of investments that would best serve the interest of our country and, of course, our people. Park Hyatt St. Kitts, located within the elegant environs of Christophe Harbour, is a direct result of that vision. It is a direct result of that planning and the investments by our state. This evening I have but one regret, and that is two of the very many main architects of Christophe Harbour who put this particular development area together are not with us. And so I want to ask Bill to convey to both Buddy Darby III and Leonard Long our thanks and appreciation yet again for the confidence that they have displayed in this country, in its people, and in our government. I want to emphasize that I look forward to many months and years of economic activity that redound to the benefit of this federation and all who live here. God bless you. Thank you.